Hell, humanity's oldest fear. But this fear is not an empty belief. Modern physics, biology, and neuroscience prove the reality of hell. As the Quran states, hell is a reflection of what a person has done. Takwir 29. In this documentary we will link hell to a quantum experiment and its torments to the laws of energy conservation. Get ready, reality is darker than you think. The fire of hell is pure energy. The three forms of radiation disassemble your body as if in a laboratory. 1. Alpha particles. Burn your skin, dissolve your cell membranes. As the Quran states, it scorches and peels your skin. Nisa 56. 2. Beta electrons. Perforate your muscle fibers, just like the agony suffered by workers exposed to radiation at Chernobyl. 3. Gamma rays cause replication errors in your DNA. Mutations strip you of your humanity. The hadith describing faces blackened like charcoal, Bukhari, is precisely this mutation. The atmosphere of hell is a mixture of sulfuric acid and plutonium. The Quran's description of boiling water, Dukhan 48, actually refers to this radioactive acid with a pH of -3. These drops dissolve your skin 1,000 times faster than hydrofluoric acid. But death is absent, because as the Quran states, when death comes to them, it is kept away. Fatir 36. The pain lasts until your bones melt. Then, you are reborn. The magnetic fields of hell are 1 billion times stronger than Earth's. These fields turn your body into quark-gluon plasma. In other words, your atoms disintegrate, but your consciousness perceives this disintegration. As the Quran states, they hear the roaring of the fire. Mulk 7. Science explains this as neuronal quantum entanglement. Your brain continues to register the pain of your fragmented body. In the deserts of hell, sand grains move at 99% the speed of light. Each particle creates microscopic black holes in your skin. The Quran's reference to thorny zakum, Waqiah 52, corresponds to these sand grains. Every hole stimulates your nerve endings. But death never comes, because radiation repairs your tissues every second. The pain is like a microscopic needle being constantly driven into your brain. In hell, hunger is a biological weapon. Ghrelin hormone is secreted at levels 1,000 times higher than normal. The result? Your stomach digests its own tissue. In medicine, this is called autophagy. But in hell, this process is accelerated by radiation. As the Quran states, what they eat turns into boiling water in their intestines. Muhammad 15. Every bite is like plutonium melting in your stomach. Hunger is a nightmare, and it never ends. Quantum theory suggests the existence of infinite parallel universes. In hell, this theory becomes a tool of torment. Simultaneously, in Universe A, your skin is flayed. In Universe B, your bones are melted. In Universe C, your past is replayed as a hologram. As the Quran states, every person carries the burden of their deeds around their neck. Isra 13. Science explains this as quantum entanglement of consciousness. All your pains across universes merge into one awareness. Escape is impossible. The guardians of hell are plasma-based beings that feed on radiation. The Quran describes them as Zabaniya, Alaq 18, while science refers to them as high-energy leptonic entities. Their abilities include gamma-ray breath, vaporizes anything they touch. Cryogenic touch freezes matter at -273 degrees Celsius. Sonic wave mouths emit 200 decibel screams that rupture organs. The hadith about Zabaniya wielding iron whips Muslim suggests that these entities can materialize energy into matter. Torture is their art, and you are their canvas. In hell, your past is a hologram engraved with radiation. As the Quran states, read your own book. Today you are sufficient as an accuser against yourself. Isra 14. Every sin you committed is projected before your eyes. Regret is a sensation forever out of reach because your brain chemistry is manipulated to prolong suffering eternally. Hell is the quantum reflection of human choices. Science and religion tell this truth in different languages. Science energy is conserved. Evil leaves a mark in the universe. Religion, every sin mutates the soul's DNA. Hell is the sum of these marks. Does humanity deserve this? Perhaps hell is the price of refusing to see one's own darkness.
The Prophet of Islam, Muhammad Mustafa, personally visited hell and talked about its torments. I recommend you watch these parts where I will list the torments he mentioned and end the video. Fire punishment. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Hell is such a dreadful fire that its intensity surpasses every fire on earth. When people are thrown into it, their bodies burn, but the burning never ends. The fire will fall upon them like glowing embers, and the torment will continue endlessly." Bukhari, Muslim. The Zakum tree. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The food of the people of hell is the Zakum tree. The Zakum tree is the most bitter tree in hell. When they eat its fruit, it gets stuck in their throats, wounds their stomachs, and whatever they eat will only increase their thirst." Tirmidhi. Boiling waters. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The people of hell will be given boiling water to drink. These waters will burn their throats and melt their insides. They will be so hot that the organs inside them will dissolve and they will be completely burned." Bukhari. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The people of hell will drink from rivers of pus and blood. This pus will not enter their bodies properly. Instead, it will tear their internal organs apart, causing them unimaginable pain." Muslim. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Boiling water will be poured on the people of hell, burning their faces. When it enters their bodies, it will destroy their internal organs. They will never be able to escape from this punishment." Muslim. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "There is a valley in hell where the people of hell will fall for 40 years, from top to bottom. This valley is filled with pus, and everyone who falls into it will remain there for eternity." Tirmidhi. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "One of the most terrifying places in hell is the Gaian pit. The torment there is so intense that even other places in hell will seem less terrifying. This pit is where the most severe punishment occurs." Bukhari. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Hell is not only about heat but also about cold. There is a cold punishment called zemeri in hell. The cold is unbearable and it alternates with intense heat, creating an eternal and unrelenting torment for the people of hell." Tirmidhi. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The people of hell will have iron maces struck on their heads, causing their brains to be crushed. However, they will not die. The torment will never end." Bukhari. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "There is a place in hell that is extremely cold. The coldness is so intense that it is worse than the hottest heat, and it cannot be endured for even a second." Muslim. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The food of the people of hell will be thorny. No matter what they eat, it will not satisfy their hunger, and it will cause them even more pain." Tirmidhi. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The people of hell will drink from boiling water and pus. This liquid will burn their throats and will not go down smoothly. Every time they try to swallow, death will seem to approach them, but they will not die." Bukhari. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Boiling water will be poured on the people of hell, burning their faces and eroding their skin. Once it enters their bodies, it will tear apart their internal organs." Muslim. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "There is a valley in hell that is filled with pus. The people of hell who fall into this valley will have their bodies and souls tortured eternally." Bukhari.